San Francisco Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
You can call them aces. You can call them all-stars. You can even call them Cy Young Award winners. But it doesn't matter what you call Tim Lincecum or Roy Halladay. They're simply two of the best in the game. Tonight they face off in Game 1 of the series. It's Lincecum and Halladay. Giants, Phillies, next.
We're at AT&T Park as we get ready. The Philadelphia Phillies are in town. This is Game 1 of a 3-game series, Phillies and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants take 2 out of 3, and, they probably would have liked to have done a little better than that against the Pirates, but now they'll have their hands full. Doc Halladay, Tim Lincecum.
Yeah, it's been an all-Pennsylvania homestand, and for Tim Lincecum, he has been scuffed a little bit. He comes into this game with an ERA in the 12s. That's right, the 12s. But remember his very first start in the big leagues? It was against the Phillies. He got beat. He hasn't lost to him since. 4-1 lifetime, 2.61 ERA. The guy you watch out for, Juan Pierre's got great numbers against Lincecum. 6 for 12 lifetime. He's leading off the game, so you'll know right off the bat what type of command he has with the fastball, and that is going to be the key.
You'd think it would be a low-scoring game, and we'll find out soon enough. All right, stay tuned as we'll take you to our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update, and we'll do that right after this.
Baseball. Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Well, back here at AT&T Park as we get ready for baseball. It's been a tough day here at the ballpark for some of us. Let's go to Amy G.
Sure has, Dwayne. Hearts are heavy as the Bay Area grieves with friends and families affected by the tragic boating accident along the Fairlawn this past weekend. A Giants family member, Alexis Bush, she was a former Batgirl for the Giants and the daughter of former Giants executive Corey Bush, was among the missing. To lead us into a moment of silence, we now go to Rennell Brooks-Moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps. Our community is mourning the loss of the 5 sailors who tragically died on Saturday during the annual full-crew Farallon race. The sailboat low-speed chase encountered a series of large waves that hurled the boat onto the rocks at the Farallon Islands, pitching most of the crew overboard. The Bay Area mourns the loss of Mark Cassanen of Belvedere, Alan Cahill of Tiburon, Jordan Fromm of Ross, Elmer Morrissey of Ireland, and a member of our Giants family, Alexis Bush of Larkspur. The daughter of former Giants executive Corey Bush and Ann Anderson, Alexis grew up in the organization and became Major League Baseball's first Batgirl. In addition to her Giants Batgirl duties, she worked in client services throughout her tenure with the team. She is survived by her parents, her loving brother Chris, her sister-in-law Laura, and her boyfriend Nick Voss. She will be deeply missed by her Giants family. Our thoughts and our prayers are with the surviving crew members and with all of the families who have lost loved ones in this horrible tragedy. Please join us now in a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone.
Our condolences to Corey Bush and his family. Corey gave Mike and I our shot at being broadcasters. We watched Alex grow from a little girl to a beautiful woman. Mike, it wasn't that long ago. She was standing at home plate waiting for Barry Bonds.
Well, this is a girl that we literally cradled in our arms as a baby, and we're going to miss her.
You will be missed, Alex, by all of us.
Here at AT&T Park, Phillies and Giants. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend. 55 degrees here at the yard. Winds at 11 miles per hour. The humidity is a bit high, and it is partly cloudy, but it is going to be a chilly night. All right, let's take a look at Charlie Manuel's lineup. Remember, they're absent a couple of sluggers in Utley and Howard, but still, it's the Phillies. It's Juan Pierre to lead things off, and he's got good numbers against Tim Lincecum, followed by Polanco and then the local kid, Jimmy Rollins. Hunter Pence will be the cleanup hitter, then Victorino Nix. The catcher, Carlos Ruiz, he'll hit 7th. Freddie Galvis, who will hit 8th, and then Doc Holliday will pitch, and Holliday will hit 9th.
Tim Lincecum is going to be the man on the hill tonight for the Giants. And Lincecum trying to turn his fortunes around here. It's been struggling with his mechanics. Comes into tonight's ball game 0-1 with a 12.91 ERA. In 7 2/3 innings, he's given up 14 hits and 11 earned runs. Those are not Tim Lincecum numbers. However, in those 7 2/3, he's struck out 10 guys and he's walked 3. So he's getting close. And what you look for with him is for him to be able to be out front with his release point. If he's able to command that fastball down around the knees, then you're looking at a night where he's going to be on top of the hitter. If that fastball is unpredictable and he loses a lot of those pitches up high, and as we've seen the last couple starts, he's struggled. But this is home. This is where he is most comfortable. This is his ballpark. And he has always been the type of guy that will answer a challenge against another ace. And he's facing one tonight in Roy Halladay.
It was Lincecum in game 1 of the NLCS. He had 8 strikeouts. This was in Philadelphia.
He was low down around the knees all night long with everything. And boy, when he can lock in and get his release point out front, he's as unhittable as anybody in the game. And it has been his history that he has at times struggled with it. Think back to 2010. There was a time there from May all the way through the end of August where he really struggled with his release point, much as he is right now. The good news is when he came out of it, he proceeded to go September and October and give us some of the most incredible pitching performances ever. So bottom line, it's a mechanical thing, and hopefully tonight he can get back on track. He's close to it. We talk about the numbers this year. 14 hits, 3 walks, 17 base runners in 7 2/3. And this is for a guy who's traditionally had a whip when you combine walks and hits per innings pitched right around 1.12. And that's amongst the elite of the game. So he set a standard for himself, which is pretty high. And he knows he's been down this road before. And he and Dave Righetti have worked very hard between starts to try and get a little more consistency with the release point. We'll see how he goes tonight. Defensively, the Giants are going to set it up this way. Starting in the outfield from left to right, Aubrey Huff will be in left field, joined by Angel Pagan and Melky Cabrera. Crawford and Sandoval will be on the left side of the infield. Burris and Bell will control the right side, and Buster Posey will be in the squad putting down the signs. Lincecum, as we said earlier, 4-1 lifetime with a 2.61 ERA against these Phillies.
You think he's happy to be back? He usually is.
Jimmy Rollins, a Bay Area kid. You know he's got a big pass list, and he's always put on a show for his friends and family members when he comes out here to play the Giants. But the guy who's given Lincecum the most fits is getting in the box right now. Juan Pierre, 6 for 12 lifetime.
So here we go with baseball on a Monday night at AT&T Park. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike.
Both umpires are going to benefit tonight with a good strike zone. Marty Foster is a good zone. It's a low ball zone. He prefers the knee-high strikes. You will see a few belt highs called.
Right at Crawford, and that's how this game gets started.
91-mile-an-hour fastball from Lincecum.
So on the second pitch of the ball game, Juan Pierre lines out, and here's Polanco. Placido Polanco hitting at 194. He's got 1 RBI. And a strike to Polanco. 2 for 5 is his history against Lincecum. Now, these numbers that we give you, lifetime numbers, do not include postseason. Lifted out into right center field. It'll be Cabrera or Pagan, and it's neither. And now it rolls past both of them. And Polanco's going to go into second base. But I think it's safe to say that one of the two should have caught it, but neither did.
No, you're right. I mean, it's a team you really don't want to create a lot of opportunities by playing poor defense, and this is a communication problem. Center fielder is the captain. He's got to take everything. Clearly, I think either one of them could have had a shot at catching it.
Well, certainly Pagan. So here's Rollins. Rollins off to a good start, hitting .351. He's 5 for 23 against Lincecum with a couple of doubles. So Lincecum now out of the stretch, and the first pitch is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Phillies and Giants own the same record. They're 4 and 5. A look to second by Lincecum, and Rollins takes wide again, and it's 2-0. Phillies won yesterday at home against the Mets. And there's a check swing foul at the plate. They had to win to take at least 1 win in that series. The Mets had won the first 2 games.
Charlie Manuel, skipper of the Phillies, brought that town a world championship.
Up and in with a fastball. 3-1. On deck is Hunter Pence. What the Phillies are trying to do offensively is just tread water until they can get the 2 other guys back, as that's lifted high and foul. It's 3-2. I mean, you take Utley out of the lineup, you take Howard out of the lineup, and you're talking about 2 guys that hit back to back right smack dab in the middle of the lineup.
That's 200 RBIs. It's not in your lineup. Difference makers.
3-2 to Rollins. And the walk. So Rollins takes the walk.
Boy, Halladay, and see his game face sitting on the bench from the Philly side. And that's how you want your starter to look before he goes out there. Surly.
It's not how you want your broadcast partner to look, but starting pitcher, yeah.
Sorry.
No. That's how you looked when you pitched. Pence goes around, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Pence 3 for 26 against Lincecum.
All right, did he go? Big hitch. A lot of moving parts with Pence, but he's quality. He can hit. Tough guy to pitch to because he can hit so many different locations. Tim Timmons, first base umpire, ringing him up.
You see Pence with the bat in constant motion and an open stance.
Good hard cutter. For a while there, he was not throwing the slider, but that cutter is close to a slider, and that was a great location in a 0-1 count. See the break on this. It's very late, very small. It doesn't have to be a big break to be an effective breaking ball.
In tight, 2 balls and a strike.
And this becomes a big pitch.
Shane Victorino on deck. Just underway here at the ballpark. Two and two.
Again, goes with that hard slider. You can see this thing just bottom out, and that's the beauty of all of his specialty pitches. They all have downward snap to them.
Into center field, a base hit. Pagan gets to it. And he will throw to the cutoff man Crawford, and Polanco scores. And the Phillies on the board here in the first inning.
Well, Pence in a two-strike situation capitalizes on a breaking ball right at the base of the strike zone, but guy's making a mistake defensively, and Hunter Pence has made it pay. A little bit higher, goes out there and just serves it right back up the middle. The one thing about Pence is he will use the middle part of that field.
So now you've got Rollins and Pence aboard, and you got to keep an eye on Rollins. He might have ideas. Victorino hitting at .294 with a home run and 2 RBIs. First pitch strike, and it's 0-1.
Think back to Lincecum's first start here. A lot of anticipation. Heard so much about this young arm. He opened it up against the Phillies, and the guy that kind of spoiled his night that night was Shane Victorino.
And another strike, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he's sitting on something soft. A lot of guys will look location. A lot of guys will look pitch. Some guys look speed. They'll sit slider speed. They'll sit breaking ball speed. They'll sit fastball speed.
Lincecum a double look, and this is lifted into center field, and Pagan's not going to get it. His throw home is going to be offline, and it's 2-0. So good two-strike hitting by both Pence and Victorino.
And not a hanger either. That ball's out there just above the knees outside corner. Not hit very well. Just kind of a dead bird out there in center field. And when things go against you as a pitcher, these are the type of base hits that beat you. You make a good pitch, a guy doesn't get a lot of wood on it, and he throws a doink out there.
So here's Lance Nix. Nix hitting at 125. And let's go in the first inning. 8 last year, 7 already this year. No balls and 1 strike to Nix. Juan Pierre lined out, and then Polanco a double, a walk, a single, and a single. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good pitch, though.
To be the 21st pitch of the inning, and it's a bullet to right field. Cabrera is going to play it off archway number 4. The back runner Victorino is coming in. He's going to score, and Nix clears the bases, and all of a sudden it's 4-0.
Well, Dave Righetti going to come out, try and find some calm for Lincecum, because right now you got a little panic going in there. Everything you're throwing up there is not working. Nix gets a hanger, look like a split. Starts out with the belt, it just sort of drops right down there below the zipper, and he just smoked it.
So here's Ruiz. Ruiz will hit with Nix at second, and only 1 out, and that was the first hitter that Lincecum faced. Ruiz 4 for 14 against Lincecum. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
And Ruiz is not the kind of guy that'll help you either. He'll let you dig a hole. Patient hitter, good low ball hitter, good all fields hitter. He sprays it around. Nice little weapon down there at the bottom of the lineup for this Phillies lineup for a long time.
And a strike to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, he's always been a tough out, especially it seems like if there's a guy on third with less than 2 outs. Hit to Sandoval. Sandoval will make the play. Moving over to third is Nix. With Ruiz, and when this lineup is stacked, he's kind of the guy you forget about, and then all of a sudden he's the guy that beats you.
Yeah, he's a cherry picker. You know, you get through the big boys in the middle of the lineup, all of a sudden you get down around the 8th spot, you're thinking, whew, all right, and then whap, he beats you.
Here's Freddie Galvez, who takes a strike. Galvez has a home run and 5 RBIs.
Galvez out of Venezuela, wearing the familiar number 13, which all great shortstops from Venezuela wear. And he's playing second base tonight with the injury to Chase Utley. But there was talk with, if the Phillies could not have signed Jimmy Rollins, Galvez would have been their shortstop. But they say this guy's magical with the leather. But Jimmy Rollins came back. Gonna be here a while.
Blocked by Posey. It's 2-2.
Those are good blocks right there. They're not easy blocks. They're unpredictable.
Dave Concepcion, where number 13?
Omar Vizquel.
Azeguian.
Number 13.
2 balls, 2 strikes. As Lincecum casts that one high, 3-2.
And next pitch for Lincecum is going to be number 30 here in the first.
In the dirt, Galvez chases, and that'll end the inning. First blood drawn by the Phillies. A 4 spot. Giants are coming up. Is taking on San Antonio right now on Comcast Sportsnet Plus, which can be found on Comcast channels 410 and 780 DirecTV channel 697, Dish 450 and AT&T channel 771. If you can't find Comcast Sportsnet Plus, log on to csnbarea.com or call your local cable company. All right, let's take a peek at the Giants lineup. It'll be Pagan in the leadoff spot, followed by Melky Cabrera, and then Pablo Sandoval. See Sandoval's numbers in April. Pretty good. Pretty good. Posey, the cleanup hitter, then Huff, Belt, and Crawford. Emmanuel Burris stays in the lineup. He's hitting 8th. And Tim Lincecum is pitching and batting 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Phillies will be the big right-hander, Roy Halladay, 6'6", 230-pounder, 34-year-old in his 13th year at the big league level. And he is 2-0 with an 0.60 ERA. And except for his current club, the Giants are the only team in the major leagues that Halladay hasn't recorded a win against. He's 0-2 lifetime against San Francisco. And he's got everything. 90-94 with his velocity. He'll four-seam, two-seam the ball. Big movement on the two-seam. You'll see a lot of ground balls like that. 90, and he paints you on the corners. Exceptional command. He's got a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. I mean, he's the real deal. 8-time All-Star, 2-time Cy Young Award winner. Does not beat himself.
One and one to Pagan, who's 4 for 17 against Halladay. And a line drive up the middle and a base hit.
Let's take a look at the defense the Phillies will employ behind Halladay tonight. Starting in left field, it'll be Pierre, Victorino, and Pence. That's your outfield. Rollins joined by Polanco on the left side of the infield. Galvez and Fix on the right side. And Ruiz will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Melky Cabrera will stand in with Pagan at first base. Cabrera 9 for 45 against Halladay. This year hitting .324 with a home run and 5 RBIs. Halladay wanted that one, but it's called low, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, he's dropping some stank eye on Marty Foster. And Halladay will do that. He'll growl at anybody out there.
3-0. Sandoval and then Posey. Giants down early 4-0. And the walk. Sandoval coming up, hitting at 333 with a couple of big flies, and he's got 8 RBIs. So Halladay gets away from the fastball and throws a breaking ball for a strike.
Yeah, he'll do that. Every pitch he has the confidence to throw it. First pitch, 3-2, doesn't matter.
No double play as Pagan went back to tag up. I mean, he didn't know if it was caught in the air or not. So Sandoval hits it right on the screws.
And then a good solid at bat against Halladay.
Here's Posey. Buster Posey, 250, a home run, 3 RBIs. First pitch at the knees, and it's 0-1.
Buster Posey didn't like that one. He thought that was low.
Posey is 6 for 24. No balls and a strike. And that's chopped foul at the plate. 0-2. Huff on deck. Lots of work to do for the Giants offense. On the ground towards the hole. Rollins. No, not at second, and they're loaded.
Melky Cabrera almost made a mistake by not sliding.
That'll be a base hit.
Rollins playing double play depth. He took his first couple strides over to almost looked like he was trying to hold on Pagan at second. Got out of position. And Halliday can't believe it.
So here's Huff. Blowing into Huff. Aubrey Huff has 66 at bats lifetime against Roy Halladay.
Yeah, these two know each other very well.
That's a tough way to make a living. He's got 17 hits in those 66 at bats.
Still looking for his first home run against him. I think this would be a good time to hit it.
That'd be fun. Halladay wants a new baseball. They'll appeal. No swing. 2 balls and no strikes.
One thing about Aubrey Huff, if you work that outside corner with Sink, he can backspin that ball out the opposite gap and drive it right through left center. He has had that swing all spring long, where he's had a great top hand and a flat swing, where he does catch even a ball at the knees and can backspin it. It's a fly ball situation. Man on third, less than 2 outs.
Well, he skies this one to right field. Tagging is Pagan. Pence will catch. He's got a good arm. Here's the throw home, but Pagan's going to score. The Giants are on the board, and Huff's probably thinking,
I just missed it.
I just missed it. So here's Belt. Belt facing Halladay for the first time ever. And he is 2 for 14 on the season. At the knees. No balls and 1 strike.
Again, curveball taking that first strike.
0-2. One and 2 on the pitch in the dirt. Cabrera at third. Posey's at first. An RBI for Aubrey Huff. With the back foot. 2-2.
And he'll work that side of the plate with back foot sliders, front door sinkers. They'll four seam on the hands, so cut you flat on the hands. Lots of different looks he can give you to that side of the plate.
Halladay started to leave.
Next pitch for this inning would be number 20 when they set him in the outside corner, just a little bit low. Crawford's going to hit. Halladay with his second walk here in the first.
Is that an 0-2 to a walk?
No, that's a great at bat for Brandon Belt.
Here's Crawford. Crawford foul down the left field line and out of play.
Good pitch to hit, good rip. A lot of guys like to take pitches. This is not the time to take a pitch. You get a guy like Halladay who likes to get in that strike zone early and challenge to get 0-1. Be ready, and Crawford was.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. Crawford now has to battle. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Giants on the board. It's 4-1 Phillies.
Giants Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Eric's Deli Cafe, defending your inalienable rights to freshness and quality, sandwiches and more with character.
4-1 Phillies. Lots of action in that first inning. Halladay will lead things off. He is 1 for 6 on the season. Lincecum with the first pitch strike. Top of the order, Juan Pierre, and then Placido Polanco.
It's always a great thing when you can start that inning off against the opposing pitcher. You figure it's a great way to get a quick out.
They're going to say Halladay went around and Posey gets the carom and Holladay's retired.
But you got to get the out. Well, welcome to Earth Week on Comcast Sportsnet. Green lives here.
Here's Pierre, who takes a strike. Pierre hit a soft line drive to Brandon Crawford. This is hit on the ground to Burris, and Burris will make the play. If you're looking for the Golden State Warriors, they're taking on San Antonio, and they're taking on the Spurs on Comcast Sportsnet Plus. And if you look on your screen, that's where you can find where the Warriors are playing right now. And if you are having trouble, just call your local cable operator.
It's 2 curveballs that Lincecum threw. Pierre were fantastic curveballs. Best he's had in a couple of starts.
The 0-1 pitch is down low to Polanco. Polanco dumped one into right field for a base hit, and that's what started things for the Phillies in the first. Pulls this one on the ground foul. It's now 1-2. So Lincecum trying to get in the saddle. That's what he's trying to do. He's the old leather saddle.
Exactly. And it doesn't. If you have 5 pitches, when you're screwed up, all 5 of them are bad. When you start to come out of it, 1's good, 4's bad, then 2's good, 3's bad, and then gradually it's 4 good, 1 bad, and then boom, you're back in it. You have to be patient. Keep working. Right now, let's take a look at our Farmers Insurance Report Card. 2010 NLCS head-to-head matchup featuring Lincecum against Halladay. Well, some pretty good pitching going on. Lincecum 16 punch-outs against 4 walks, 12 strikeouts, 2 walks for Halladay.
Belt underneath this one, and a nice bounce-back inning for Lincecum. First, Lincecum, Pagan coming up.
'12 season tickets are now sold out, but you can be part of a waiting list for the 2013 year.
This will be caught by Pierre.
If you're interested in those tickets, go to sfgiants.com or call 415-972-2298 today. There are now 29,250 season ticket holders, and that is part of Giants history, and that's the biggest fan base the Giants have ever had. So get on board. When one of those open up, you can be in position. 415-972-2298.
Here's Lincecum. 0 for 3 on the season. Towards the hole, but it's Polanco. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up Pagan, who led the Bottom of the first inning off with a base hit up the middle. At the knees for a strike at 90, and it's no balls and a strike to Angel Pagan. No swing on the appeal from Eric Cooper. Cabrera to follow if Pagan reaches here in the second. And he hooks this one foul, and it's 1-2.
Kind of a slow breaking ball just off the plate, middle end. Hooks it. A lot of guys that are pull hitters, it's a good way to get a strike because they'll take that slow breaking ball and hook it every time. But I wouldn't classify Pagan a pull hitter.
And that'll do it on the inside corner. So a bounce back inning for Holiday. We'll head to the third.
Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Swing away for big league cash only at Cache Creek. Visit cachecreek.com for details.
Phillies with a 4-1 lead as we head to the third inning. Middle of the order for the Phillies, led by Jimmy Rollins, who drew a walk in the first.
Good fastball right there, right down around the knees, and that's what you're looking for. That's just where he needs to be consistently. Just missed with the split, but that's a good miss.
Swing and a miss by Rollins. It's 1-2.
Kind of a hanging breaking ball that he got Rollins to swing through. Didn't want to make a habit of giving those.
Rollins with a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, and he's going to be thrown out. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
Thanks so much, Dwayne. Giants fans are going to be very happy to hear that Madison Bumgarner is going to be in San Francisco for a lot longer. The Giants today signed him to a 5-year extension. Giants president Larry Baer said it is their goal to solidify the pitching staff for years to come, and Madison Bumgarner said it was the right move for his family, and he's very happy to be with Matt Cain for a lot longer. He's been a mentor to him. Gentlemen?
It is. That's just great news. Here's Pence, who takes a strike. He was a happy boy before the game.
Well, you should be. And he's accomplished a lot in his young career. And you don't even look at the win-loss because it should be a whole lot better.
Pence hits the dirt. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. He doesn't blink much anyway, but he's not going to blink at all. No.
He got his attention there. This thing goes right up around his face.
Well, he's trying to pitch him in. You could see where Posey was setting up.
Saw him pat his chest, say, my bad. Hitters don't want to see that. They don't want to hear it. They don't care. The fact that you did it, that's all that counts in their mind. Apologies mean nothing. Not to that guy in the box or anybody else in that Phillies bench.
Crawford gets a tricky hop, but he stays with it. 2 outs for Victorino. Victorino singled in the first.
Yeah, hitters don't forget it.
Huff, a long run. Huff on the move. And that'll end the inning. It'll be Cabrera, Sandoval, and Posey coming up. It's time for Subway Eat Fresh Ass Crew. Kai Rich from Sebastopol wants to know of the current National League pitchers on other teams, which one do you enjoy watching pitch the most? Well, I haven't chewed on that one for a little while. Here's Cabrera, who swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, I like watching this guy on the hill right now, Roy Halladay. Cliff Lee, Cole Hamels. Phillies have 3 guys that are premier.
Jamie Moyer for me. Work is magic.
Yeah, it's magical. Clayton Kershaw, he's as physical as anybody in this league.
Skied into left center field. We like to watch this guy.
Addison Bumgarner going to be here till 2017. He and his wife Allie.
There's Allie in the dark sweatshirt.
Celebrating today.
A lot to celebrate. Here's Sandoval. Sandoval lined out to second base. Sandoval rolls the first pitch foul.
I like watching Josh Johnson throw. Marlins pitcher. There are a lot of guys. Justin Verlander, I mean, he's as exciting as anybody I've ever seen pitch. CC Sabathia, another guy. A lot of power in that body. It's fun to pitch, fun to watch pitch.
One and two, Sandoval behind. Sandoval hit that off his knuckles as he fouls it out of play.
You know, I think you're right. I think he made contact on the bat about 4 inches above his fingers. That was way up the bat. That was between the pine tar stain and his fingers.
And a knuckleball right to Nix, 2 down.
That's 2 good at bats for Sandoval. Sandoval hit a line shot to Galvis, the second baseman, and here he hits another bullet. You have a good at bat against a pitcher like Halliday. You think, man, if I square one up, it at least should have the decency to fall.
Yeah, 1 out of 2 anyway. Here's Posey. Posey at the knees for a strike. Hit a ball in the hole that Rollins backhanded, tried to get the force play at second, but didn't, and Buster Posey ended up with an infield hit.
I tell you, a guy I like to watch pitch is Dallas Braden. And he should be getting close to getting ready to go again.
I hope so. 0-2 pitch to Posey. Up the middle. And Posey with a base hit right over second base. Francis Ford Coppola's here.
And, you know, he looks like the Godfather now. Very stylish, purple overcoat, beret.
What a great movie.
Yeah, he's had a wonderful career.
Here's Huff. Huff takes in tight. Belt to follow as Huff takes a strike.
Good changeup. How much movement does that changeup get? I mean, it just drops. It almost looks like a left-handed breaking ball.
Way out in front is Huff. 1 and 2. He'll take a walk, talk to himself. Posey, a 2-out single. Huff on the ground, slowly hit to Galvez, and that'll retire the side. Through 3 innings here at the ballpark, it's 4-1 Philadelphia.
town for 2 more Tuesday and Wednesday night. Tomorrow night, the Giants are going to honor former Giant Pat Burrell as he throws out the ceremonial first pitch. Burrell also a Philly. There are still dynamic deal view reserve seats available for $15. So come on out early to honor Pat the Bat. Go to sfgiants.com. Get your seats.
Here's Nix, who takes a strike. Nix had the big hit in the first inning when he doubled in 2 runs.
He's night and day right now with his release point compared to the first inning.
Well, you can see it in his body language, too.
And he knows it.
In the dirt, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And another one in the dirt that Buster Posey has to knock down. 2-2.
Posey's done a nice job of blocking balls tonight for Lincecum.
Got him.
Beautiful. That was nasty. And as Lance Nix heads back to the Phillies dugout, what do you say we ask our trivia question, brought to you by AT&T. Named the 3 National League Cy Young Award winners since 1967 to finish as runner-up the following season in the National League.
Ruiz bounced out to third.
We'll start to see him ring up some strikeout totals now.
Pagan or Burris? It's going to be Burris. 2 out. And here's Galvez.
A release point is a funny thing, and hitters try to command their bat head, and pitchers try to command their release point. It's the same thing. And when you have it, you try to maintain it. When you don't have it, you try to find it. And this was the strikeout to Nix. And look at this thing go. Just completely bottom out with movement running away from the left-handed hitting Nix. And Nix just overmatched. That was a wave. That was not a swing.
Galvez takes high. He struck out in the first.
And the other thing, too, about the release point with Lincecum, who's been 89 to 91 with his velocity, as he starts to gather more consistency with it, he'll get more velocity with the fastball. I know there's a big concern with a lot of Giants fans who've watched Lincecum for the last 5 years, and they know he's got more fastball than what he's showing here the first couple of starts.
Down the right field line, this will be a fair ball. And Galvez has a 2-out double. Bringing Holiday to the plate. Holiday struck out in the second. Down the right field line and a fair ball. It caroms to Cabrera and Holiday with an RBI single, and it's 5-1.
Wow, that's the one that you just don't see coming. Figuring, all right, you got the pitcher up there. You go inside fastball. You set up on the outside corner. Comes across the other side of the plate. And Holiday puts a good swing on it. And capitalizes with the RBI.
Well, you get 2 outs, and then you get a double from the 8th place hitter. And Holiday on the first pitch just slams it down the right field line. It hurts.
It shocks you when you're out there on the mound.
Strike to Pierre. Oh, and 1 to Pierre. Hit on the ground to Burris. Burris who knocks it down. And that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits. It's 5-1 Philadelphia.
Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates LP.
All right, our trivia question, we are going to ask and answer it right now. Our AT&T question is, name the 3 National League Cy Young Award winners since 1967 to finish as runner-up the following season in the National League. Our survey said, well, Tom Glavine, Brandon Webb, and Roy Halladay. Those are the 3.
Here's Belt. Belt drew a walk in the first inning off of Holiday. Belt, a little blooper. Is this a thing? You bet it is. Do not draw pictures of base hits.
No, just hit them where they aim. Isn't that what the old saying is? And those are the type of hits that get you out of a funk right there. Pablo Sandoval's hit 2 rockets tonight, and he's got nothing to show for it. Brandon Belt throws a fist grenade out to left field, gets himself a big league knock.
Right. And if you're Belt, you don't make eye contact with Sandoval. You don't.
Right. Well, you should.
Crawford struck out with the bases loaded to end the first inning. And that's the one you need to swing at. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Down the right field line. It caroms out to Pence. Crawford's digging. He's got to go. He makes it.
And that swing of the bat caught the attention of Roy Halladay. The league's going to find out he's a different cat than he was last year at that plate. And we're going to make it a Ford right choice. He just spins on it, rakes it right past the glove of Lance Nix. Once it gets down the line, he's thinking 2 bags. And really, when it's all said and done, makes it easily. But what a great at bat.
Well, here's Burris with Lincecum not yet out in the on-deck circle. No balls and 1 strike. Burris popped out to the left fielder, Juan Pierre, in the 2nd inning. 0-2. Well, if you show any signs to any veteran pitcher that you're struggling on a certain pitch, you're going to keep seeing that pitch. It may not be the next one, but you're going to see it when he wants to get you out. And Burris saw it, and he just squibs one, and the ball is starting to roll back into fair territory. And Burris was watching and realizing that maybe I ought to run.
Well, that was close. He'd look awful foolish if that ball came back in fair. He didn't run. He gives up on this way too early. And watch it start to come back.
0-2. And Burris is thrown out on the strikeout. And that'll bring up Lincecum.
Yeah, that's the one at bat in the National League. It is very difficult when you're an eighth-place hitter and you don't put the ball in play with a pitcher on deck, especially when he's not a good hitter like Lincecum.
Ground ball gets you a run. Fly ball gets you a run. Lincecum tried to bunt. It was not a squeeze. It was more of a we'll bunt it, see where it goes, and then Belt has the option to go or not. I mean, you get a base hit here and not get a pair, you got a ball game.
Well, how they did it to Lincecum, maybe he can return the favor right here. The Phillies are playing extremely shallow in the left and in center. We're anticipating that Lincecum's going to go that way. If he does hit it, it's not going to go very far. But they are really playing short.
So it's 1-2 on the breaking ball. Pagan to follow. On the ground, backhanded by Polanco. His throw is in time, and a nice at bat for Lincecum.
He almost shot it down there past Polanco, and that was a good at bat. Maybe take a little pressure off the at bat for Pagan, right to the backhand of Polanco, who had a look at Belt going to home and decided with a forward lead get the out. Nice play.
So Pagan an opportunity with 2 outs. Pagan is singled and he struck out. So Holiday steals a strike with that breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
He has not thrown a lot of first pitch strikes with that fastball, especially the men on base tonight.
Down low. Six hits for the Phillies, the Giants with 5. Outside, 2-1 to Angel Pagan. Three-1.
It has been a struggle for him tonight. This is the at bat right here. You can really hurt a pitcher.
Well, he threw him an off-speed pitch 3-1, and Pagan offered at it. That's the one where you're glad it goes foul. Three and two. Crawford at second. Pagan pulls it past Roberto Kelly. That goes back to your rule with Roberto. That was a little too hard and it's too cold.
Back off. Too hard, too cold. See you later. Let the ball dude have it.
It is not Roberto Kelly. It's Hensley Mullins at first.
There's Bam Bam. He observes the same rules.
He does. Hit to right field. Pence is on the move. Pence up against the wall, and he makes the catch. It's 5-2 Phillies.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit HEFINS.com.
5-2 Phillies. Fifth inning as Lincecum throws to Polanco, and he throws a belt-high strike. Polanco's 1 for 2. Rollins to follow, and then Hunter Pence. Out of play, 2-2. Here's our Geico quote of the game. It's from Tim Lincecum, processing his struggles. Being verbal with it for me helps me just kind of get it out of there on the table, so I know what I'm dealing with instead of stirring around in my head, which is what happens to me a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Polanco out swinging. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne, there is a brand new webisode of Buster Knows Squat ready and available at csnbarrier.com. Buster talks about hanging out with Hall of Fame catcher Johnny Bench, and he gives his 2 cents on backup catcher Hector Sanchez. It's a good one. Buster Knows Squat, csnbarrier.com.
All right, thanks, Amy. I'll do that tonight when I get home. Here's Rollins. High to Rollins. Rollins is walked and struck out. Off the outside corner, 2 balls and no strikes. Rollins now steps out. Pence is on deck.
Good pitch. I mean, he hasn't had any fear of throwing that breaking ball behind the count tonight. In fact, I think he trusts the breaking ball more than he does the fastball.
No swing on the appeal. It's 3-1.
Not giving up to another off-speed pitch. That was a split.
Mark Madden, our first base ball dude.
Oh yeah, we have a good hope for that ball.
Lifted out to Huff, who's racing in, and he stops and puts it away.
Well, he softballed Rollins that whole at bat. Now Hunter Pence came up with a big play to end things for the Giants as he took on the wall in right field. Oh yeah, off the crack of the bat, Angel Pagano, I'm sure thought he had extra bags, but Hunter Pence said Had a nice reception when he got back to the Phillies dugout, as you can imagine. That saved a couple of runs.
Here's Pence. He singled and he bounced out. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
One of the more unorthodox styles in the league. But one thing he does, as he gets gathered, his head stays still. A lot of times when a lot of hitters have a lot of leg movement and a lot of hand movement, big hitches, that head will move. His does not. And he's got a flat swing from the top of his knees to his letters.
One and two. Lined into center field, and it's a hit in front of Pagan. Second hit for Pence. Lincecum had some ownage on Pence coming into the game. You know, Bruce Bochy got back from the All-Star game last year, and we asked him a couple of impressions. What? He goes, well, I'll tell you one thing. I didn't realize how big Hunter Pence is, and I didn't realize how strong Hunter Pence is. He's got a set of shoulders on him.
Well, he's 6'4", 220, and there is not an ounce of fat on the guy.
Here's Victorino.
He had 8 steals last year. We're talking about Pence over at first base, got thrown out a couple times, so he can go. You got to pay attention to him.
Victorino takes low. It's Charlie Manuel. One ball and no strikes as Shane Victorino at the knees to even the count.
Jimmy Rollins looks on.
Slash to Huff, and he'll play it on a hop. So that's back-to-back singles. with Nix coming up.
Well, we saw good two-strike hitting from Pence back up the middle, and here Victorino going the other way. The Phillies have always been able to create opportunity. And they've done it again here against Lincecum here in the 5th. And all of this is with 2 outs.
Phillies scored a 2-out run in the 4th inning. So here's Nix, who doubled in the 1st, struck out in the 4th. Supposedly a nice job. 1 ball and no strikes.
And Lincecum is not trusting that fastball at all. It's almost all soft stuff right now.
This is hit to Belt. Belt to Lincecum. And that'll end the inning. No runs, a couple of hits, 2 left for the Giants. So it'll be Cabrera, Sandoval, and Posey coming up.
The opening week continues with more of the Phillies here tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Bumgarner taking on Joe Blanton. And then Kane Lee. That's right. That is going to be another barn burner. There are tickets available. Go to sfgiants.com right now and get those tickets.
Melky Cabrera on 1 hop to Galvez, and he's retired. Here's Sandoval. Sandoval is lined out twice, once to second and once to first. Buster Posey to follow, and it's 0-1 to the Panda.
Came out of a game with the first pitch curveball, stole strike 1. He has not been fooled by Halladay. Oh yeah, we have a winner.
Oh yeah. Good fan.
Back foot breaking ball. Nice 0-2 pitch. There was a time Pablo Sandoval could not lay off that pitch. He was either swinging and missing, or he's hitting it into his right shin bone.
Could not and would not.
Much more disciplined hitter this year than we've seen him in the past several years.
Hits the bag. And a base hit for Sandoval.
Well, he was due a break. After his first 2 at bats for Halladay, he nailed them and he lined out to the second baseman and then the first baseman. Here, hits one down the line, hits the bag. Now Nix is out of the play, but Galvez, the little second baseman who's got such great hands, cannot come up with a scoop. I think he was trying to sort of shovel the ball with his glove to Halladay. And Panda finally finds himself with a base hit.
Here's Buster Posey, who's got a couple of singles. Good swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike.
See that 88 mile an hour pitch that Buster Posey swung through, and you go, what is that? I mean, you're so used to seeing this guy throwing 95, 97. Well, those days are over. Now you will see 89 mile an hour fastballs.
On the right field line, foul. 88 again.
I think I was breaking while ripping a slider.
Good matchup. 1 and 2 to Posey. Got him.
Like a little front door cutter. He saw it. And he identified that as going to be inside. Then the movement brings it right across the knees on the inside corner. You see the target. And the cut fastball. And it's late. Received beautifully by Ruiz. And they get a big strikeout.
Here's Huff. Off a sacrifice fly and a ground ball. He's 0 for 1. Sandoval at first, 2 outs. It seems like he can throw that for a strike anytime he wants to.
Well, he's been stealing a lot of strike ones with it. Here he flops it over 2-0. And nobody's going to look that pitch 2-0. There's no way. And he knows that. Next pitch for Halladay will be number 80. And most of his pitches tonight have been in the stretch.
And the walk, and Belt's going to hit.
And Halladay asks why. Where was that pitch? Why do you call that a ball? They set up at the inside corner, and he thought he nails it down. And Marty Foster was a low ball umpire. It's just too high for his zone. And he's been very consistent tonight. He's had a good strike zone.
Blown away to Belt. Belt walked in the first, hit a bloop single to left in the 4th.
Well, sooner or later, somebody's going to run into one here. And you just hope it's sooner if you're Bruce Bochy.
There it is again, and it's 0-1.
Again, 1-0. He throws that big flop curveball there. Giants have been knocking on the door all night long. They've been looking for that one hit that breaks the scab.
Sandoval at second, Huff at first.
And Halladay's doing pretty much what Lincecum's doing. He's softballing. He's not challenging anybody with his fastball. Time he has to come to that strike zone, it's been with that curveball, it's been with a changeup, a little cutter.
Two and two.
Back foot slider, he got him to chase. And that's one that Bell will have a little word with himself. Is he going to see another one?
Got him.
Wow.
5 strikeouts for Holiday.
That was not a strike. The Coors Light 6th inning. Now it's time for the Coors Light freeze can. When we go back, Giants 4th inning. Angel Pagan and her pitch takes it away. And one more look. Yep, right in the sweet spot. That's our Coors Light freeze can, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
So Lincecum will face Carlos Ruiz. So I guess what we learned in the last inning is if you complain a little bit, maybe you get the umpire's attention.
Well, it makes you think if Halladay would not have complained about the one, he might not have gotten that pitch to Brandon Bell, because it was definitely a pitcher strike. I didn't think it was across the plate. But, I mean, working umpires, that's an art form.
Ruiz is 0 for 2. Belt to Lincecum. Nice play. Wow.
It was.
All right, let's check in with Amy G.
Well, Dwayne, we have more information on Giants closer Brian Wilson. He has a moderate ligament sprain in his throwing elbow. He went to Southern California today to visit orthopedist Dr. Yoakum, and he'll travel to Florida on Friday to see another orthopedist, Dr. Andrews, for another opinion. The Giants will get together with Brian at the end of the week to plan on a course of action regarding treatment. And for all the details, our Giants insider, Andrew Baggerly, wrote it up for you at csnbayarea.com.
All right. So we'll see. Galvis doubled in the 4th.
With Lincecum due to hit third in the 6th inning. Likely this will be his last inning.
Burris. Nice play, 2 outs. All right, here's the look at the pitch to Belt.
Well, they set up a wide target. I'm not sure his glove was behind the plate, and then the movement takes it out of the way. And you can see just how far Ruiz kind of leaned around to get this. Well, a little revenge here as Brandon Belt takes one away from Carlos Ruiz. I guess it makes him feel a little bit better. Maybe, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Swing and a miss by Holiday. I mean, if you're Brandon Belt, I mean, you're thinking, look, you know, it's not a strike. And if umpires make Belt swing at that, he's in trouble. Out of play.
Let's take a look at the play that Belt goes to his right. A lot of range, and now he knows he has time. Gets set on a knee, holds his balance, and throws a strike. He hung on that knee for a long time.
Yes, he did.
That right leg was up off the ground.
Holiday gone to end the inning. 6 strikeouts for Lincecum. It'll be Crawford to lead things off.
On Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. There's no curfew for the late night cravings, so stop by Jack in the Box, where the entire menu is available all day long.
Here at AT&T Park, the Phillies with a 3-run lead. Bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be the bottom 3 in this Giants lineup. Lincecum is probably done.
I know he doesn't like the score, but he's got to feel a little bit better about how things went down tonight, because he made some pretty good pitches.
I would have liked to have seen how that first inning went if Polanco's ball would have been caught.
Well, I guaranteed Dave Rigetti, his pitching coach, is thinking the same thing, because that ball should have been caught. And when a guy's struggling, you don't want to make mental mistakes defensively.
Nix has this ground ball off the bat of Crawford.
Time now for a McDonald's True Stories. We go back to April 16th, 1946. And on opening day at the Polo Grounds, Mel Ott hit his 511th and final home run off Oscar Judd. And the Giants beat the Phillies 8-4. The following day, Ott will injure his knee diving for a ball, and he'll only play occasionally after that. The great Mel Ott.
Here's Burris with Nate Sherholtz now on deck. Burris has popped out and struck out. And it is a quick 0-2 to Emmanuel Burris.
That was pitch number 90 for Roy Halladay.
Hit up the middle for Galvez, who throws on to Nix. 2 outs. And here's Sherholtz. See the numbers this year for Nate Sherholtz. 286, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Sherholtz swings and misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Got him to chase that ball above the hands.
Hit out to center field for Victorino, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the 7th here at the ballpark. It's 5-2 Phillies.
A truck on the upper deck? No way!
Here's our Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. 5-2 Phillies. See the Phillies 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Very good. Holiday has worked around some trouble. Belt's got a hit and a walk. And it was a 4-run first inning. A little defensive lapse by the Giants did not help matters. It's Daniel Otero. And there's the bunt foul by Juan Pierre.
Well, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up, your oil change, tune up, and smog experts. Daniel Otero coming in for the 4th time. 5 hits allowed, 1 walk, and 2 2/3. Still trying to get his sea legs here at the big league level.
Polanco to follow. Hit up the middle. Karams to Burris, and Burris will make the play, and Pierre's retired.
A bruise for an out, not a problem. There's a time when Juan Pierre first came up, there'd have been no chance to get him down.
None chance.
Had a good career. A lot of hits come off that guy's bat.
There's a foul out of play. Polanco had that double that should have been caught in the first inning. He eventually scored. One and one to Polanco with Jimmy Rollins on deck.
Otero will work those corners with a fastball that he'll four-seam and two-seam with. He's got a nice little slider, but you won't see him make many mistakes out over the middle. I mean, that's his reputation. A good control pitcher.
2-2.
Plus, he can get you a ground ball. Well, if you're hitting the road and you can't watch the Giants on Comcast Sportsnet, take the Giants with you on MLB.tv. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every out-of-market Giants game online in HD quality. MLB.tv.
2-2 pitch hits Polanco. Time to get hit in the hand, you worry. Especially in the back of the hand. If you get hit in the meaty part, that's all right. But on the back of the hand, I don't know if it got him in the back of the hand, but he's acting like it did.
Little heat seeker got him on the elbow.
Yeah.
And there's nothing funny about a funny bone. Ooh, that hurt. That's solid. That is right on the butt.
I still think that's better than the back of the hand.
Would you rather get hit there or the toe?
I would rather get hit in the lips than get hit on the toe. Or the shin, forget about that one too.
So predictable.
So here's Rollins with Polanco at first base. Swinging a foul through the legs of Buster Posey, and it's 0-1.
Knee-high paint with a little sink to it. He can definitely put the ball on the ground. When Otero throws a ball above the belt, it's usually by design, trying to elevate or change sight lines with the fastball.
Down the left field line, a long run for all three, and it's going to fall.
Oh.
And it's 0-2 to Rollins. Pence is on deck. 0-2 to Rollins. Polanco with his lead, not a big one. And that's just a shade high. 1-2.
That was the sightline change. Tried to elevate that fastball just above the hands. Good pitch. Now you go down around the knees with a little sink outside corner. You might get that ground ball you're looking for. Or the strikeout. Beautiful pitch.
Or the carry.
Otero had such a remarkable spring. He really opened up the eyes of everybody. And he's got credentials. He's been a closer in the minor leagues. But when you have that type of movement and that type of command, that's useful. And you really haven't seen him until tonight have that consistency with movement and location like the Giants saw all spring, which simply tells you he hasn't really hit the comfort zone yet here at the big league level. It takes a while. But that was a thing of beauty.
Pence takes one inside for a ball. Pence takes one wide. He singled. He's bounced out, and then against Lincecum, he picked up another single. Crawford on the backhand, quick toss, and they get Polanco to end the inning. Giants need to get some base runners. They trail by 3. Damon, here we are. It's 5-2 in favor of the Phillies, and it'll be the top of the order facing Roy Halladay. So if you're going to make some noise, you figure the Giants need to do it here. Pagan takes high. Halladay is inching towards that 100 pitch mark, and with that in mind, a lefty and a righty up in the Phillies bullpen. Pagan is 1 for 3, and he takes a strike. He hit a fly ball to the wall that Hunter Pence tracked down in the 4th inning. In at third is Polanco. Lifted well to left field. On the move is Pierre, but he's going to track it down for out number 1. Well, now in his 6th season, Comcast Sportsnet All-Star Teacher Program recognizes Bay Area teachers that make a difference. Visit csnbayarea.com and vote for the 2012 All-Star Teacher. Check out the finalist bios and video features. The winning teacher receives $20,000 for his or her school. Here's Cabrera. Cabrera takes a breaking ball for a strike.
Not one time has anybody offered at that first pitch slow curveball that he has taken strike 1 so many times with.
Bounce to the second baseman Galvez. 2 outs. And here's Sandoval. There you see the line for Halladay.
Next pitch 100.
Pop up into shallow right field. Galvez is calling and catching, and that'll end the inning. So Halladay makes quick work of the top 3 Giants hitters.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by the Solar Company. Call 877-60-SOLAR for a free analysis or visit thesolarco.com.
On a Monday night, it's 5-2 Philadelphia. Is Daniel Otero works to Shane Victorino, and there's a pitch wide, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, we've seen that pitch called a strike.
Nix and then Ruiz in tight to Victorino, 2-0.
You do think about that, especially if you're the guy like Brandon Belt that had that pitch called strike 3 on you that ended an inning with 2 guys on.
Out to Aubrey Huff, who puts it away.
Well, fans, Wednesday, May 2nd is Filipino Heritage Night presented by Ligo Sardines. Your special event package will include a ticket to the game in one of the Filipino Heritage sections, a limited edition pair of Filipino Heritage Night sunglasses. So you need tickets, you call 415-972-2298 or go to sfgiants.com/special events.
Nix, a big hit in the first inning. Here he takes a pitch wide. He struck out in the 4th, bounced out in the 5th. So Holiday with a very quick 7th inning. Nix watches the strike go by. That evens the count. Ruiz to follow. Huff coming in. Crawford drops it. So tough play for Brandon Crawford. That'll be a hit for Nix. I mean, Crawford knows the deal, right? Huff does not have a lot of speed out there, so he's got to go get it.
Yeah, this is a tough play. It's a blank on the wrist. Well, he does a good job of getting the ball back to the infield quickly to prevent that double.
Ruiz doesn't have a hit tonight.
Now, we just heard word that they've ruled that an error, and that's absurd.
Oh, and 1 to Ruiz. Now that will not. I'm not changing mine.
No, and it's ridiculous. That'll be changed.
Line drive through Burris. And safe at second is Nix. Well, there are no bad hops in a line drive. Maybe.
Well, I don't know if that was a knuckleball. There are bad hops in knuckleball line drives when a ball gets hit and there's no spin on it. Just could not get up high enough right off the tip of the leather. If he catches the ball, they have a double play.
An error has been charged to Burris. So here's Galvis, who swings and fouls it into the glove of Posey. Galvis doubled in the fourth inning. Slowly hit to Burris. They get one. Not in time. Galvis runs very well. Jim Thome was out on deck, but it's going to be Holiday.
Let's watch the young second baseman, Freddie Galvis. Late contest. 4-2 speed from the left side. That's good speed.
Here's Holiday, who's not going to run with a base hit in the fourth inning.
He covers the fastball pretty well. It's that one that's got a little wrinkle in it that gives him a little problem. And I think he's going to see a few wrinkles right now.
Me too.
I'm going out on a limb here, partner. Well, Buster wants a fastball away.
0-2.
Thome stretching out. Here comes a wrinkle.
Got a hanger. Good pitch sometimes.
Hey, pitcher gets it out. It's a good pitch.
Posey will lead things off. quick look at what has happened here tonight. It's a 5-2 lead for the Phillies as Buster Posey leads things off, and he takes a curveball that misses. One of the first ones that Halladay has thrown for a ball. Towards the hole, and Blanco can't come up with it. And Buster Posey with his third hit.
Spins on it. All of his hits have been ground balls that have gotten through. The Phillies have not been able to make a play, but you can see that Halladay not afraid to show a little motion out there.
Jeez, he looks like Gaylord. Here's Huff. Huff pops it up. It'll be Polanco. And let's check in with Amy G.
Hey, Dwayne, Barry Zito hasn't just been performing on the mound. He performed on stage last night at the Fillmore in San Francisco with the Bay Area band Train. He joined them to perform their hit single Save Me San Francisco. You'll remember Train performed here last year over home opening weekend at AT&T Park. And Matt Cain went on stage. Oh boy, there's trouble. And I guess the two of them sang a Journey song to get the crowd going. So Barry Zito playing a little guitar. They had fun last night. Matt said that was a good time. Guys?
Matt coming out of the bubble.
He's been bringing his guitar on the road.
Holy smokes. Good for him. Belt quickly behind in the count, 0-2. And that's a quick strikeout. And here's Crawford. Wigginton is now at first base. The Padres did some damage tonight. They beat the Rockies 7-1 in Denver. Pittsburgh traveled from here to Arizona, and the D-backs are winning that game 5-1 in the ninth. Posey with his lead. 0-1 to Crawford. 0-2 to Crawford.
Backdoor little hook on that outside corner. That strike zone is going pretty wide. And Halladay is picking it apart.
Crawford a slow roller to the second baseman. And that'll end the inning. So we'll head to the ninth. It's a 5-2 lead for the Phillies.
watching San Francisco Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
(5-2) Phillies. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
New pitcher for the Giants will be the lefty Jeremy Affeldt, who is in the process of starting to whittle down his ERA. Had one weird inning in Colorado, and it's going to take him about 6 weeks to get that number down to where it should be. Got a fastball that'll go low to mid-90s with good sink. Big curveball and a changeup.
So here's John Mayberry Jr. facing Affeldt, and there's a first pitch strike from Affeldt. We've always liked this guy, and he just doesn't play a whole lot with the Phillies.
Well, we've seen this guy really play some good baseball. They say right now he's got a little bit of a problem pulling off the ball. He's losing a little bit of the outside corner, but I don't think we've ever seen him take a bad swing.
Oh, remember he beat the Giants last year with a home run. Just off the plate, 1-2.
Jonathan Papelbon, the new closer for the Phillies, starting to get greased up.
Foul as it rolls past Buster Posey. In the 9th inning for the Giants, it'll be Burris, then the pitcher spot, and then Pagan. Got him. Late call by Marty Foster. Tune in to Murph and Mac, the morning show, tomorrow on KMBR. I'll talk about this game with Murph and Mac on KMBR 680, the sports leader. There's Tom and Eric Burns.
And Rob Dean.
And Larry. And Josh.
And Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
It's a who's who.
A party. I want to party with that group. I do.
Well, I got to tell you, if Rob Dean's having the party, it's going to be a good one. There's Rob Dean. Oh, there's Eric Burns.
I think Tom's got shorts on.
Yeah, I do. There's Rob Dean.
Mr. Posey went out to talk to Affeldt. Tom looks like he's working out. He's buffed. Look at that.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
Instead of a forward, he looks like a tight end now.
Yes, he does. Eric Burns in great shape. Burns, the triathlete, since he's retired baseball. He's in great shape.
2 balls and 1 strike to Polanco. Pops it out of play. It's 2-2.
But not as good a condition as our boss Larry Bear is.
Oh my gosh.
How do we do there, partner?
Not
Job
bad.
security?
Yeah, not bad.
All right.
Try to get another year on that contract. Polanco takes the pitch in the dirt. It's 3-2.
See, Affeldt set that split finger. in his glove that he'll change grips.
.6-3 put out. Polanco retired. That'll bring up Rollins.
And that's what you look for with Hafthor. When he's getting his ground balls, you know he's locked. He's out front with his release point. That guy's texting you a message there, Smooth.
I got one of those. He took a picture of his brother and said, how'd I do?
Yeah.
Hey, a stocking cap with ears.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a kid right now.
It's a good time to be a kid if you flop yourself into the dugout store. It's a good time to be an adult if you flop yourself.
They got some stuff. Too much head, not enough hat.
Build-A-Bear, quiet. This one will not make the Bay Bridge.
No. Smile, Dad.
Some guys can wear those hats. Some guys can't. Huff coming in. We will go to the bottom of the ninth. Giants need 3 to tie and 4 to hit the Bay Bridge. It'll be Joe Blanton against Madison Bumgarner right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. It's Say Hey Tuesday. Chronicle Live and the pregame show will broadcast live from Willie Mays Plaza before every Tuesday home game starting at 5. Complete Giants coverage every night on Sportsnet Central and CSNBayArea.com. 5-2 Phillies.
Well, when it's time for a change, the Expedia Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. New pitcher for the Phillies is their closer. Came over as a free agent in the offseason. Jonathan Papelbon, formerly of the Boston Red Sox. Off to a good start. Has had 2 save opportunities. Has cashed in both times. You're going to look at a fastball that'll go low to mid-90s. Slider and a split. Papelbon from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, lives in Watersound, Florida now, went to Mississippi State. That's right, the same school that Will Clark went to.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll tell you that today.
He's a Bulldog. John Mayberry Jr. stays in the game. He's in left field.
So here's Burris to lead things off. Burris taking all the way, takes a strike. He's popped out, struck out, and bounced out. Fouls this one out of play, and it's 0-2.
This is the exact situation that closers like. They like that 3-run lead. They like to start inning off at the bottom of the lineup.
Burris stays alive.
Burris can change all that happiness in the mind of Papelbon with a base hit or getting on any way he can. Guys looking for base runners. One base runner, and all of a sudden you can put some evil thoughts into the head of Jonathan Papelbon.
Out to center field. Victorino will put it away.
Not a good at bat for Emmanuel Burris. I mean, he lives on the ground. He does ground balls and line drives. Any ball hit in the air, he's not going to be happy with that at bat.
Here's Blanco. With the Red Sox, Papelbon 219 saves. And that's coming from a guy in the minor leagues. He had one.
Well, he was supposed to be the big starter. But they changed his role, and he turned out to be a great closer for him.
Here's Blanco. Blanco takes one low.
Plus, he got to throw the pitch for the Red Sox.
He did.
The one that gave them the World Championship.
See that note? Pretty interesting.
Fastest player to reach 200 saves in Major League Baseball history. So those are credentials.
Blanco high and foul down the left field line and out of play. The only World Series that Papelbon played in was 07. Remember, that's the series they swept the Colorado Rockies. Papelbon in that series had 3 saves. Knocked down by Wigington. Papelbon covering. 2 down. And here's Pagan.
Cole Hamels, he gets an all-expense paid vacation here in the city of San Francisco. Not going to pitch in this series.
He does.
It'll be Joe Blanton tomorrow night against Madison Bumgarner. Then Cliff Lee taking on Matt Cain on the finale Wednesday. Tomorrow night and Wednesday's game, both 7:15 starts.
Pagan got a hit in the first inning. And he's at 1 for 4 as he takes a strike. Here's your starter for tomorrow, Joe Blanton. Hit towards the hole and into the hole. Galvis didn't come up with it. So a 2-hit night for Pagan, and that'll bring up Melky Cabrera. Cabrera tonight drew a walk in the first inning. Since then he's flied out and bounced out twice the second.
Keep the line moving. Base runners. One more base runner. Giants can get that tying run up there. And they got some thumpers that would represent that tying run.
Pagan goes, and he will head down to second base. So Cabrera's job, get on base.
Cabrera fooled 0-2.
Haven't seen him take too many off-balance swings. I mean, this goes back to the very first time we saw him swing the bat at spring training. The one thing that he has impressed us with is he had great balance from both sides of the plate. So he was totally fooled on that split, even though it was up.
Down low, 1-2. This guy's got the right attitude. I do too, by the way.
Yes, you do. I count on that.
1-2. Foul back. Pretty good swing by Cabrera. Nice catch by a fan in the first row. Baby.
All right, let's take a look at that play. Brought his glove. Snagged it. Not center cut on the pocket, a little low in the glove, but hey, he made the play.
Into the Milky Way. Here we go. 1-2. Should do it. Galvez. That's the ball game. A 4-run first inning, enough for the Phillies tonight.
Well, you just hate to give a picture of the quality of Roy Halladay, that type of cushion, and he made a stand, but the Giants pressed him, and he was in his stretch all night long, but they just could not get that hit that would get them back into the game. So the Phillies take game one.
Halladay goes to 3-0. Lincecum goes to 0-2. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews in the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to Sportsnet Central Studio for an update. Thanks for watching San Francisco Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.